Okay, what I'm going to be doing this afternoon, I've got to do um, some siphoning. Now, because I've got two tanks now, I trying to make my siphoning easier. I've got my water change system done quite well. Only one of the hoses wasn't long enough for the big tank, so I've made the hose that takes the water back into the tank. I've made that longer, and the siphoning line that takes the water out longer as well, which is as you can see here. So this is a bit too long at the moment. Hopefully it's defrosted because I've just got it. I got it from outside earlier. Yeah, it's still running with water. Hopefully it's defrosted a bit because it's well frosty. Now, am I live? Hold on. Technical problems again. Oh no. Oh no, it looks like I'm up and running. Yeah, so I need to do some siphoning. So I thought I'd take you along and we'll see. I've changed my hoses around a little bit, and I've got to now see if this hose, extra long one, I'll probably cut off the length I don't need. Earlier it has some frozen. There's still quite a bit of water coming out of it actually. It was frozen in the garden. It's been inside the house for a bit, so I'm hoping it's defrosted it now. Hello, Daniel Jones. So this is going to be to siphon out the tanks rather than walking backwards and forwards with a bucket. So I've got two tanks to sort out now, and it's also going to be used to take the water out when I do my water changes. So like I said, it's a bit longer than I need probably, but I just got to find how much I need, then cut it off. So let's get this one end outside. Yeah, it's a bit longer than I'm going to need, but I'll suss it out as I'm going along. It might be handy to keep it long actually. So yeah, right. So if I get, I'll try this one, siphon with this one, do this tank first. Littens have been good in here. Sammy, they've been fighting a bit, but I put a plant in. I stuck this plant in, thinking I'd make it nice for them. I stuck it in the end here, and boy did they start fighting. Sammy stayed at one end, the Littens was up this end fighting over territory. Well, I put that in. So basically now, I took it out again, and they all calmed down. It's crazy, as soon as you put objects in, they start fighting over territory more. And they've calmed down now since I took that out. Bizarre. Right, that's wow long, a lot longer than I need, like I said, but in some ways that might be better. So I'm going to try and siphon out straight outside. So I've got to keep traipsing forwards, backwards and forwards with buckets of water. Put that over it. Right, I'll stick this end in the water. If it'll stay. Oh, watch out, lads. The only problem with this tank is it's a little bit awkward. There's no top lip to it. Straight away I can see that's not going to work. I need something to hold it down really while I siphon. Or try and get the siphon going. Maybe a clip on there like that. This is all practice really, trying to find a different way of siphoning. So find a clip. Something that's going to release quickly. Oh, that's a shame. If that was a bit bigger, I need a big like ball clip or something. Hold it on there like that. That would be good. Hold on. Fine tuning. Like I said, this is all experiments at the moment. Trying to get a siphon going. Maybe type it on here. Have a loop on there. Have it this side. Maybe tie it around. Just to hold the hose pipe in when I go outside to get the siphon going. Right. Yeah, that's too long. We'll have to cut some down. So I'll probably need up to about here to be able to do the whole tank. Try that again. Here you go. Got the siphon going. So if I just undo this string, in theory now, I can siphon. Here you go. It's working. I can siphon straight outside without having to mess about with buckets. It's going up quite well. Quite a strong suction on it. Yeah, that's working all right. So I might use this not only for me taking water out when I'm doing my water changes, but I'm going to use it to siphon as well. Now I've got two tanks. I've got to try and make it not so physical. Yeah, it's good. That's working really well. I've done my head in a little bit, going backwards and forwards with buckets, even when I have just one tank. So if this makes life a bit easier, it's good. Blimey, that's that one done already. Excellent. Right, that's that one done. So I use that bit of string to hold the hose down on that one anyway. We'll probably have to do the same here as well. Actually, no, that one, because that one's not so high, I can probably just lie it in there. That could well work. Hi to, so I can't pronounce some of the names. Hello, everybody. Is that Bab? Bab of Kamath? Hello. So I've siphoned the little tank. That worked really well, actually. So I should now siphon the big one. Try and get you a bit closer so you can see. But I don't want it in the way when I'm... Right. That might work. Let's get you a bit closer again. So let's siphon out this one. No messing with buckets. Okay. Yep, got that up and running again. This could work really well. Got to be careful with Reggie because he's very protective of his area. Try and bring you a bit closer. This could work really well. You've got to make life easy for yourself. All over the rock. It's a little bit weird because I'm used to using a siphon tube and it's clear and you can see the stuff going up through the system, but I can see it being sucked up into the end, which is good. And there were times when I was siphoning that because I wasn't concentrating and I was almost overflowing the bucket. I'll have to get the siphon going again when I go over this barrier and go into Jaws area. I'm chuffed with that. That's working really well. The one thing I found annoying with the siphon tube was it was rigged. Obviously for good reason, but it was annoying when it kept caught catching on the side of the aquarium. Yeah, all I had to do was that hose was too long to start with. It was quite hard to get the siphon going. So I cut that length of hose, and now it's quite easy to get the siphon going now. So this is going to be my hose, like I said, for siphoning, but also for taking water out for water changes. I'm quite lucky because I'm quite close to the back door. Cool, that's quite bad. It needed it. Right, Reggie, watch out. Look at him. He always look at him. I don't know if you can see that, but he's very protective of his area. Sometimes he sort of bites the tube, the siphon tube. I've got to watch it because he will go with my hand. That way. That's really good. That's worked really well. Right, that's this side done. What I'll do is I'll pull this corrugated plastic across, and hopefully that will stay in the water, and I can go out and get the siphon going for this side. You might be damned. I had the siphon going, I pulled the hose out of this end, put it in that side, I've gone out to get the siphon going again, but it's still going. I suppose because the tube is so long, it can stand a bit of a break in the line. So apparently, yeah, it's still going. So I haven't actually got to keep going out. It will cope with the hose, this end of the hose, coming out of the water quickly. Even better. I find it hard to siphon from the top because I ain't got very good eyesight. It all looks really weird. I might sit down and do this. What if I could quickly go from that tank to this tank with the hose out, get it in the water quick, and I even got to go back out to start the siphon off again. Excellent. Hello, Slick Septile. Hello, everyone. Hopefully, I've got the hang of this live streaming now because I've had to go out and buy a bit of webcam. So I had a lot of technical problems to start with. I don't know how well you can hear me. Problem with live streaming is you can't really review it and then play it back and see if it's any good. You go with what's happening. Hence the live bit, I suppose. This is working really well. I suppose I've just got to be careful not to siphon up anything too big, because if it gets blocked in the hose, I might have trouble getting it out again. Well, I'll be damned. That's worked really well. That's going to make my life a lot easier, messing about with buckets all the time. Right, just got to sort this hose out. I'm really pleased. So I'm just going to add a bit of water. So that's going to be my new tube for siphoning out and siphoning out waste, but also siphoning out water when I do my water changes. Problem here is a bit wet at the moment. This tube is for putting water in. I might add a little bit to each tank, just a bit, for what it's in my water change. This is just to add a bit from what's come out of my siphon. Right, once again, if I stay like that. Whoa! I might have to tie that on somewhere. I don't want it going all over the front room. There you go. So that's water going in. If I get you a bit closer. I've only got to put a tinsy bit in, a tinsy bit of water in, so just a little dribble of me sodium thiosulfate. Get that water level up a little bit. That do. My bit of string might come in handy. Well, it definitely come in handy. Stick that on there. This side is easier because I've got these corners of the tank, so I just pop it in there like that. And then turn the water on. Once again, just a little bit of sodium thiosulfate that I've mixed. Obviously, I already know there's no chloramine in my local water, it's just chlorine, so I'm alright to use sodium thiosulfate. He always goes close to the hose, or jaws. He likes the water coming in. I'm only putting a bit in, Jaws, don't get too excited. Just because I siphoned out, that's all. Afternoon, Rob, Piranha Central. Just doing my siphoning, taking some poo out. Tried a new way of making life a bit easier rather than messing about with buckets. I'm siphoning straight outside. I'm putting the water in now. Right, that's probably going to be about it because I didn't take a lot out. Right, that's getting close to being enough. While I sort that out, because that one's done, I'll just pop you on the Littons. They're loving their new tank. So that's great. Basically I've got, sort this out, cable's all twisted. So I've got two hoses now. One with the connection for the tap, obviously to put water in. But I've got another hose there now, longer than my original one, because that is now going to be used for siphoning out water for water changes, but also I just used it to siphon out poo straight outside, so I ain't got to go backwards and forward with buckets. I just got to be careful not to siphon too much up all at once because I don't want to block the tube. Let's just sort this out. See, okay. I don't know if Rob is still watching, but I said about this earlier, but I've got this new tank. I've got the Littlands in there with Sammy, my disabled piranha, I suppose you want to call it that. They're all getting on all right in there, but last night I popped that in there, and all of a sudden they started fighting. Sammy, I put it in the middle. Sammy was towards the filter, and the other two were up this end. I had that in the middle, and all of a sudden the two, I mean, they always fight a little bit, but they were really fighting over this space, I suppose. As soon as I popped that in the tank, they started fighting over territory, I suppose. Who was going to go where? Bizarre. And then I took the plant out, and over a course of about 10, 15, 20 minutes, they calmed back down again. So leaving it completely clear like that seems to be helping them to get on, bizarrely. Sammy always chases them in that, but crazy. Right, I just got to get myself sorted. So I'll pop you over here with these two crazy guys. Back there, I think. Well, I've got all the lids on. Sort that out. All the water away. Sort this lid out. Right, that's pretty much me done. I've done what I wanted to do this afternoon. Was get that hose sorted and siphon. Got it cut to length so I can use that to get the waste out as well as the water on water change days. Jaws always looks at the camera. I swear he's a show off. And yeah, he's loving. I'm really glad I got the other tank because I've got it back to how it was. Jaws can swim. Have a good swim. He's loving it again. He loves it. Reggie's got a big area for him. He rubs himself on that rock. It's quite good. His fin's growing back at the back, which is awesome. I honestly didn't think, I know I said it before, I might be getting boring, but I honestly didn't think it'd grow back because he was so much missing. But isn't that amazing? Look at that fin growing back. Absolutely amazing. They're built for survival, piranha. It's amazing. All what he's been through, and I've got him thinking I give him a good home and kind of balls it up a little bit, but he's getting his character back as well now. And yeah, you're getting your character back. You don't really do that, do you, Jules? Yeah. Funny how they're very different. And the little ones are loving over there as well. So, I've just got to sort out the bottom now. I'm going to put some curtain, or I might put some wood along there. I don't know yet. To make the bottom, the base look better. Orders and a misses. I've got to make it look better than that. Right, it's good of her to let me have another tank. The front room is bubbling like crazy now, but never mind. Right, that's me done. I should be signing off. I've got what I wanted done. Hope you found it a little bit interesting. I just can't get over that fin growing back. It's awesome. Every time I looked at it, I was gutted. But now it's growing back. I wonder how much will grow back. Will it be the whole bottom part growing back? I hope so. I'll tell you, when I first got him, I thought he had Gilburn. Either he's had Gilburn and it's getting better, but he's not. Look at him. He's not like breathing heavy at all anymore. And he was constantly doing that when I first got him. So I thought he'd suffered from Popeye in the past and Gilburn. So I thought he'd been in water that's never been dechlorinated. I don't know. Perhaps it's just his Gilburn's getting better as well. He's enjoying that bigger section as well. Here you go, look. He rubs himself on that stone. Oh, I don't mean he's got something wrong with him. But there you go. All done. I might have said it already just quickly. I can't remember. But let's just sort you out. About a week and a half ago, Jon Snow, the one I brought up from a baby there, he's lost his skittishness about a week and a half ago. If I touch the glass, sometimes he'll even come up to the glass as well. There you go. He's thinking about it. So he lost his got to hide all the time. But now, look at that. One eye. Since I've put him in this tank, he's lost his skittishness as well. He's swimming about all over the place, which is good. Right, that's me done. I'm going to sign off. Stick you over here for a minute while I sign off. Bye, everybody. Have a good weekend.